Don't! No! You! But I want to. Yay! There's the bell.
What was that? I love that bell. But it still shocks me every time I hear it. Anyway.
I feel like a horse when I hear it. I'm ready to run. I'm ready to go.
Woo!
Well, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Marilyn Harris.
And I'm Percy Smith.
And I am so happy to do this GrandFan Friday.
Yeah.
You know, words cannot describe how excited we are to have our GrandFan guest today.
Mm-hmm.
She's amazing.
Yes, she is.
She's a singer.
That.
She's a songwriter.
That.
She's smart.
That.
She's beautiful.
That.
She is Stia Battle.
All that.
Hello.
Oh. Hey, girl.
Hi. Oh my goodness. Welcome. Welcome, Stia. Thank you so much for doing this with us.
Amen.
No problem. It is a pleasure and an honor to be here with you both.
Oh my goodness.
We love you too, man.
She is so sweet.
I know. She's such a lady. She's a lady.
Yes. Well, we got to tell you, we feel blessed to have you.
Amen.
How are you today?
I'm good. I'm a little tired. We had a little scare yesterday. I actually got rear-ended.
No.
On the way to my video shoot.
Oh.
The devil will not win.
No.
That's right. That's
it
right.
was so bad because it was like we were stopping in Burbank and we're very familiar with Burbank.
Right,
And we were going forward and this guy was in an F-150. He put the foot on the
Oh.
I was like, oh my God.
I hate those trucks.
I hate the trucks too now. He was on Facebook. I don't want to incriminate him, but he was on
Yes, you don't want to incriminate him. Well, look, he hit you, okay? You know,
I'm
he
glad
hit
you're
you.
okay.
And
Yeah,
who-
me and my mom are both okay. And I was like, the show
Oh.
must go on.
Yeah.
And we just kept on trucking, child. I was like,
Yeah.
Hey, you know who to call? Sweet James, baby.
okay,
Sweet James.
I need to call him Sweet Baby James. I was
I
like,
know.
man.
I love that guy.
I love him too.
That
I
name
love
is
him
incredible.
too.
Sweet James.
Yes.
But other than that, good. Just happy everyone's okay.
Yeah, I am
Yeah.
too, man. Tell mom you
Yeah,
know how
tell
much we love
Mom,
her too,
yeah.
man. You got a great mom.
Yeah.
So
yes.
we met you and your awesome mom, Lori, who manages your career during a game show run through. And Stia, we had a chance to hang out in Stamford, Connecticut, man,
Woo!
while working together on a game show run through.
You found out I played the role of Andre's grandma during the game show run through. Were you familiar with Victorious before that?
Yes, Victorious was my show only because I had a personal connection with it. Because the school they showed was Burbank High School, and I went to Burroughs.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
Okay, yeah. So we were always like, oh my God, that's Burbank High School, and it was like our life in real life because I also did performing arts. So I wanted to grow up and be like the characters in Victorious. And I kind of did.
Oh my God. That's why I like doing GrandFan Fridays because we always find out so much about that show
I
and
know.
how it affects people.
Yeah, how it affects people.
Wow.
It's amazing.
Did you have a favorite character on the show?
Yes, I feel like my favorite character was either Andre or Cat Valentine. Because I like she's easiest to replicate.
Yeah.
So it's like and the red hair, like you can do that. It's like, like when you're growing up, you're trying to identify with the characters.
Yes.
You see Cat Valentine, you're like, oh God. You're like, you
do that pretty good. Bennett is cracking up. You do that pretty well.
And nothing affected her. That's what I liked about her. She was like, whatever.
You know, she's always even. She's very even.
Yeah.
You're
She was very much like that too in real life. So yeah. All right, you're an amazing singer. And Victoria, who was about talented teenage singers and dancers, did Victorious influence you in any way?
Yeah, I feel like a pivotal part in that show was when was it Tori and Ariana were singing? And then was it Tori the one that was pretending to be like a nerd?
Oh yeah. Wasn't that what show was that, Bennett?
Well, yeah, Bennett
The
knows.
Freak Out?
Yes.
Where
Bennett knows
Louise Nordhoff,
everything.
is that where she was like, karaoke dokie where she's on stage pretending to not be good, and she's like, "I'd like to sing the song now, please," and then she takes off all the stuff. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
I feel like that was a pivotal moment because I just was like, I can do that. Like you could go from and then just take off. I don't know if she had a wig on, but just taking off the wig and the glasses, and then she just like kills it.
Yeah, she did.
The show came out when I was like in elementary, middle school. So it was good, like aspirational show because they were older. And you're like, oh, like I want to be like Jade. I want to, do that. And so you kind of like grow into it. And then by the end of high school, I was like, oh, I really kind of am embodying, looking back, all those different characters. Like you had Andre who was like really talented, who could play everything.
Yes.
Then you have just all the characters kind of reflected back at you when you kind of look back. You're like, oh, I kind of did complete that song. So yeah.
That is so cool.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
You never realize how influential what you see on TV.
Yeah, it affects you. Yeah, your eyes, man.
Yeah,
it goes to your brain.
That's true.
Hits your heart, and all that stuff works together.
True.
Eyes, brain, heart. Eyes, brain, heart.
All right, thanks, Dr. Percy.
I'm so stupid.
That's it.
That's a new song.
Your next
You can
song.
take
Next
it.
song.
Eyes, brain, heart.
Yeah.
When
Now-
I saw him, it was eyes, brain, heart. Eyes, brain, heart.
Oh,
Use it. You can use that. Bam, for free.
Eyes,
it.
brain, heart.
so that's kind of good, to be honest.
That is
Yes.
good.
You can take it,
That
girl.
came out
You
of the
can take
blue.
it. Now let's talk about you.
You. That's right.
You were born in Los Angeles, right? Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Burbank.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
I never met anyone that grew up in Burbank before.
Really?
Yeah.
Never. Wow.
Yeah. Were
On
they
the
like?
hills, on the flats, like all sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a pretty city though.
Yeah.
You
it
know.
is. It is.
well,
We got the,
I saw it from my car.
We got
So-
the
Yeah,
face.
from your car. I feel it is a pretty city in the fact that it has a lot of Hollywood history.
Yeah.
Yes.
For
So-
real.
There's a lot. There's Warner Brothers, there's Disney, like it's all there.
Mhm.
Yes.
But the actual city itself,
Uh-oh.
it's,
It's all right. It's okay.
Okay. Okay.
Well, at what age did you discover the singer inside of you?
Yeah.
Ooh, I discovered the singer inside of me when I was in second grade.
Really?
Very young. I don't know what was like wrong with me at that point, but there was a talent show.
Mm-mm.
And at first I told my mom I really wanted to do it. And she's like, okay. And I was like, I think I might want to do it with another group of girls. And she's like, no, you're going to do it by yourself.
I love
I
mom.
was like, okay.
She's smart.
And when I tell you, we practiced this song, it was High School Musical song when there was me and you, and I practiced it every day. And she's like, no, you gonna sing it right. I was like, and I went up there, you guys. And when I tell you, I actually sounded really good. And I did, all the little kids were like, and I went back, I watched it, and I was like, I actually carried that whole song through. What was I, like 7?
Wow.
And ever since then, I've just been singing ever since.
Thank
Did
you,
you give mom a big hug after
Thank
that?
you, mama.
Every time because me and my mom, we know each other like so well. I can pick up after I perform if she's like, or she's like, oh, gosh. She's like, you're just so good. Like, you get whatever you want, some ice cream, whatever. So she was really proud of me because that was a big thing. That was a big
God bless
performance.
her heart.
I love that story.
Yeah, that's true. I was
Because
like,
your
yeah.
first experience predicts how you go further in whatever it is that you choose to do. It was good for you, so you had no bad feelings about singing at all.
That's true. Yeah, that is really true because I wasn't afraid. The fear kind of
that's
came when I got
beautiful.
older. But when you're a
Yeah.
little kid, you're not afraid of anything. You're just-
Whatever. You like cat.
Yeah.
things happen and you start getting these, and you got to just go back to like that first time you did it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
loved it. I was like, I
Aw.
was gonna do this.
I'm glad that's a good memory
I
for
know
you.
that is, huh?
Because that
Yeah.
is a blessing.
It is, man.
Yeah. Well, our research shows that your grandmother sang with Ike and Tina Turner. Did that influence you in any kind of way?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, rest in peace to Tina Turner. That was so
I
sad.
know.
She passed away a
Yes.
few days ago, and
Yes.
she was definitely somebody I wanted to meet. Because like, how many legends do we have still with us? You know,
That's true.
Yeah.
so many of them have
Yeah.
passed away. But the one thing about Tina Turner is that she did get to live her full life.
Yeah.
Unlike, Prince and Michael Jackson and a few other people.
Way too
Whitney
soon.
Houston, they didn't really get to see it. But with Tina, it didn't feel like sad because she got to see her whole life. She lived and she got to see her own musical. She got to be in her own biop and see that being made. So it was a full life for her. But yeah, my grandma Betty, she sang with Ike and Tina Turner as their backup dancer in the 60s and 70s. And then also as their opening act as well. And I never got to meet her, unfortunately, because she passed away, way before I was born. But through my Uncle Sam and through my mom, and they just they're like, you're so much like her, because we both play the piano. And it's just really, when my Uncle Sam talks about, he's like, oh my God, just sometimes the faces I make or the little things I do, they're like, oh, that's Betty. Like even my hands are like, that's Betty's hands. Like, I don't believe in like reincarnation or anything like that, but I do believe that just the good parts of her came through me, and we both love to sing. We both love to sing like gospel music. So yeah,
that's genetics. That's just family.
Or genetics. Yeah. Just they say, the generations, like the third generation is the kind of one that gets all of the best parts of like my mom and my grandma. So it's definitely a full circle. Definitely a full circle.
That's great.
You are so blessed. The more I talk to you, the more I realize how blessed you are. We got such a good vibe from you when we first met you.
Yeah, it was nothing but good vibes.
Yeah.
That's right. So this is something that happened in your life. Your family experienced a house fire when you were young, and I'm very sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
But you were inspired after the fire. Tell us about that.
And I like how you said that you were inspired after the fire, because that happened 4 years ago.
Wow.
And it was just so divine. And now I look at things like, even when the accident happened yesterday, like thank God nobody was hurt, but you just don't know what those delays are doing. And people get frustrated, like, oh, I can't, but you don't know what the God is keeping you from if you're trying to get somewhere real quick. And so when that happened, it was such a pinpoint accuracy thing. I don't take anything for granted or believe in coincidences anymore. I do not believe in
yeah.
Like, oh, that happened. No, I'm like, no, that happened for a reason, because if we wouldn't have been up that day, we would have been asleep. Because the only time we get up that early is for an appointment. We had a really urgent appointment that morning.
Wow.
So that was the only reason we were up. And we were up, and that fire happened while we were still awake, and the smoke started filling up the house, and we were like, oh my God, it happened like that. Wow. And we had all our stuff packed up because we were gonna leave the house really early. And me and my dad were fussing, and that too, like, why were we kind of having a little argument that morning? And I was like, I forgot what we were talking about. It was the smell. So if you ever smell anything that smells like curling iron, this is a PSA. If you ever smell anything that smells like curling iron, you are not curling your hair, make sure to check everywhere, because that's how we figured out something was wrong.
Electrical.
Are you curling your hair? And I was like, no. And I was like, I smell something, and I don't feel comfortable leaving our dog here by himself. So we were just looking everywhere. And by the time my dad had found where it was in the laundry room, and the light was flickering. That too, if your light is flickering, that's also a sign that there's a fire. The house had started filling up with smoke in the main primary room. So it was just like a bunch of things. And then we just ran out, and then we just saw the house. The house had been burning the whole night. It was the craziest thing, but it was burning between the walls. So we were just in there, and it's just, it's unexplainable. It's unexplainable, because we were in there like nothing was wrong. And then in a second, the house is full of smoke. We go outside, it's just all burning up.
Oh my God.
Praise the Lord.
Hurt. Nobody, but if we would have been asleep, the house would have filled up with smoke, and that's how you pass away through the smoke.
Yes, the smoke that kills you. People don't realize that. It's not the fire, it's the smoke.
Wow.
Exactly.
Wow.
So we just all ran out, and we were living in a condominium at the time. So there was people under us, and it was like a family of like 5 to 10 5 to 10 people. And I was like, I remember, I was like, oh my God, we have to get them out too, because I don't know if this is all gonna just fall
Yeah.
out from under us. And I remember knocking on her door. I was like, ah, and she didn't understand good English at the time. And I remember just running into her house, and I was like, we got to get all the kids out. And she was like, oh, like what's going on? And then she's like, not here. They're not here. I was like, okay, well, let's get out. And so it was just like this whole thing.
Wow.
But looking back at it, it was really a setup for the breakthrough that was supposed to happen.
Amen.
Yes. Yes.
And there was a woman there, and she was like, the fire symbolizes like a cleansing. And I was like, I feel like God was really just setting us up to just wipe out everything that was old, all just like
baggage,
baggage, blah, 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 blah. And that's how I wrote my first song, was being displaced, where they just were like, okay, you guys can stay here for a little while. We ended up staying there like 3-4 months. And I felt like I had watched every show. I had done all, read all the books I had. And I was like, let me just try to do something and different. And that's how I wrote the first song. And I was on Yelp, and I found some producers. Like, I didn't know any producers. Like, you can help me do this. And it just all kind of came together. And that was how I wrote the first song.
It was like a Job moment.
Was.
That's something, man.
I don't know where I would be if that would have kept going and the fire wouldn't have happened. I don't know what I would be doing, to be honest.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you and your family are people of faith, and many great singers came from church. Did you sing in church?
Oh yeah, I did.
Hallelujah.
I still do.
Hallelujah.
I try to think like kind of what my gifts are and what my kind of anointing is. And I love singing in church, but there are some singers that sing in church. I'm just like, sometimes you gotta be like, that's your ministry 100%. My ministry, I feel like, is performing and recording songs and doing that. But definitely grew up singing in church and doing
Amen.
Amen.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
That leading us to, who is your favorite singer, and how does your favorite singer inspire you?
That's a great question. I have to say Whitney Houston. Like, we were talking about Tina Turner. Like, I just wish Whitney could have saw the impact she made on singers, and just like to see all of that, because that's the best part, is to not just do it, but be able to look back and be like, I influenced her.
Yeah.
And it's just like, the gift was strong.
It was.
Strong.
Well, we're gonna play little bits of your music.
That's
this
right.
is.
Oh my God.
Say Bennett, hit it.
That's right. We want to hear Tuesday. Oh, there it is.
Is telling me why you always behind.
Woo.
Don't bother me. Already had your chance. You see, thought you had all that. The problem isn't me, it's you. Like, what the hell did you think I do? Just stick around and play like I'm your fool. 'Cause I don't wanna be the one that loves you.
Yeah, let her sing it live. Let her sing it.
I like to play, but not that way. So who do I choose? Is it me or you? Oh, what to do? Who do I choose? Who is it? Is it me or you? Who do I choose? You know it's gonna be me. Who else would it be?
That's right.
Oh,
I know it's
my
going to be.
S
I'm totally
for
serious.
splendid, T for talented,
Oh.
I for intelligent, and A for all that.
All that. Yeah, that's all right. You got it. Work with that.
Oh,
Work with that.
my God. Speaking of the
Oh.
name Stia, you were Stina back in the day, and now you're Stia. Why the name change?
It's pretty simple. It was just too many other Stinas.
I told him that.
There's too many other ones.
I had no idea. Really?
Stina Aguilera.
Oh yeah, Christina Aguilera, but like Stina.
That's just Stina.
Oh, just like
Yeah.
Stina.
You're kidding
Yeah.
me.
I was like, I can't have that. So now it's
No.
Stina, and it's copywritten.
Okay.
Good for you.
So
Her.
let's
Can't
get-
nobody use it.
That's how you do it. Copyright it, baby.
I had to do it. I was like,
Yeah.
this is too much. And you just
Yeah.
don't want other people's music to show up when, they like,
Yeah, they
yeah,
put it in.
Stia. And
Yeah.
they're like, huh, you make country music? I was like, okay.
Wait, you're Latina?
Well, we love the concept of uninvited. How did that?
Yeah, that was the one I wrote while displaced, uninvited. And that one really came from kind of feeling like an outsider who was still in.
Yeah.
Kind of like you're in the party, you're not like outside completely, but you still feel disconnected from the
Yeah.
other people there.
Mhm.
And it's so funny because on my new album, I was listening to Uninvited. I was like, that feels like 15 years ago. Like it feels,
Yeah.
I don't really feel that way anymore. And it really comes from being more comfortable with yourself. It's not, the people don't change, the environments don't change, but you change.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I don't feel like, I think I say in the song, like, I feel so insecure. And I'm like, I don't feel insecure anymore. So
You're growing. Bennett, can you show the uninvited cover and then we'll have Stia sing it?
To do it, man.
Yes.
ho, 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 ho. I wish I had been uninvited. No, no, no,
Oh, no.
I wish I had been uninvited. Oh.
You just do it,
You
man.
uninvited, but I'm excited.
I feel
You
invited
know what I'm saying?
to a personal concert
Hi.
with
Aw.
Stia.
With Stia.
Yes.
Wow. Wow.
All right. Did you perform a halftime show at Crypto Arena? That's cool.
Yes.
What was that experience like?
That was one of those ones. Like, hey, let's do halftime. I
What?
was like,
Wow.
Said K?
I was like, okay. So we were in the dance studio. I was working with the LA Sparks dance crew.
No
Wow.
We
way.
just put it together, and I did Winning Season.
Oh, that's a song.
Yes.
That's
We
my
love
song.
that song.
I
Yes.
love that
Thank
song.
you.
Yes.
Thank you.
I
And
got it.
it went good. It went really, really good. But it's just it's different when it's just kind of like building the fan base. When you're new,
Mhm.
you're just like, people are just like, but when you're, Ariana, you could go up there and sing happy birthday.
They go crazy.
I convince them to
Yes.
like,
That you
I'm
can
somebody to listen to. And I feel like
Mhm.
by the end, they were like, okay,
Okay.
Yeah.
taking pictures. It was just like surreal. They're like, can I take a picture with you?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Get used to it.
God.
Yeah.
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 So it was really just a surreal moment. And it was like
Wow.
5,000-6,000 people.
Hmm.
Mhm.
I was like, oh, so yeah, that was really fun.
Wow.
It
Wow.
is when you have an unexpected opportunity and then you go out there and you nail it. I can't even express the sense of satisfaction that you get from that. I know you felt really good.
Yeah, I just felt like, ooh, it's just like you feel the adrenaline kind of like running out of you
Yeah.
right after you finish it. You're like, okay, you're like, all right, now I can relax because there's so much anticipation. You just hope nothing goes wrong. I had an in-ear for the first time.
Yes.
So I was hearing the track and I had turned it up all the way,
Uh-oh.
like not supposed to do.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I couldn't even hear after. I was like, oh no. I was like, that
Somebody-
me and they're like, and so I was just like, okay, well, I did it once, so now I can do it again. And you just get better and better with time.
Do you have a ritual? I don't like using that word. Anyway, do you have a ritual
yeah,
before performing
it
on
sounds
stage?
bad.
And does it involve M&M's candies? So what's
Would you
going
say?
on?
M&M's,
Yeah.
green M&M's.
Oh, wait, who was that? The Rolling Stones?
Yeah,
Who was
somebody.
that? Somebody didn't like the chocolate ones. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, what
The
you trying
brown
to
one
say?
didn't like them. They all taste the same, man.
Yeah.
The writer, they're like, oh, make sure they read the writer. So they say only put orange M&Ms or whatever.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, I don't know if I have a pre-stage kind of thing I do. I really do love the throat coat tea.
Oh, yes,
I got
we've
some.
used
We
that.
got some of that up
We've
there.
used
That's
that.
very good. Now they make what is it called? Longinus?
Really?
Lozenges. Yeah, lozenges.
A throat coat is in the lashes now?
Mm-hmm. So I like
Wow.
to take those, and I like to do the steaming too.
Yeah.
The vocal steaming. It's like a little device you kind of put over your mouth, shoot steam.
Dig it.
So
Yeah.
I just do that, and I just I pray. Depending on what it is.
Yeah.
I'll just try to be calm.
Amen.
Aw.
Yeah, trust God and He'll get you through.
Here's the last jam we're going to share. Winning Season. We
I love
love
that
it.
song.
Look at that.
That picture is awesome.
Stunning. Stunning.
Because I'm in my winning season. They swiping right because they need to see me.
That's right. That's
Saying
right.
that I love them, I don't really mean it. This is for my girls who are in
So can
our
you turn
winning
it off
season.
then? Can you- There you go.
I love
I
that
guess it
song.
has to go a few.
And then she kind of
Yeah,
like
he
do
had
like
it.
a
I had him
rapping-
have it all set up. He is the best production supervisor
Yes,
ever.
he's doing
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's good. I heard he is like a writer, and he does so many other things. He has his own podcast.
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah. What is it called, Bennett?
American Idol Unaired.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. He interviews singers that didn't
That didn't
perform
make
on
it,
American
or
Idol.
didn't make it.
Yeah,
to
we're actually we just started a new segment called Blast from the Past, where we're going and meeting some of the well-known contestants from past seasons, and I also talked to some of the current contestants that did get aired. So we're just trying everything.
Dig
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love American Idol.
Oh, you'd love that podcast. Then.
Mhm.
You got to check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
auditioned for the X Factor.
Oh, I
13.
remember X Factor. How did
Yeah.
it go? You auditioned for it? Did they pick you? Fools.
They
No, it was
They're
actually
lost.
so bad. No, it was like, thank God I didn't get on that show. I'd be on, I don't know.
Oh, the clips with the worst singers.
Pretty much.
clip.
Like, yeah. It was like right when puberty hit, and you know how your voice changed
Oh yeah.
in
yeah.
puberty? And I sang Skyfall,
Uh-huh.
but I sang with my eyes closed the entire time. At the skyfall, and it crumbled. And then I went through the whole song, and then I opened my eyes.
And like,
And I was like,
open your eyes. I'm done.
I'm ready. And he's like, it's gonna be a no. And I started arguing with him.
Oh no, you didn't.
It's a no.
Oh girl.
And he's like, well, I just don't think. And I was like,
Well, did you make the live auditions in front of the judges, or was this producer rounds?
oh, this is producer rounds. Not, yeah. This is like in the tent in the USC parking lot. Thank God I didn't get in front of, who was it, Simon Cowell?
Oh.
Oh my god.
I'd be working at the bank somewhere. I would not be.
Could you get her out of here? Get her out
Well,
of here.
now you're in your winning season,
Yes.
so let's hear a bit.
Mhm.
Okay. I think I should start taking my own advice. Oh, yeah. Toxic relationship ruined my life. Thought he's a one, but then I said psych. No drama at all, but living my life. I've been going coast to coast, been getting real wild with it. Oh, yeah, it's all bespoke. Came custom with my name on it. Oh, yeah, they're all in vogue. The name on it. That is all. The note. My winning season.
Yeah.
Wiping right because they need to see me.
Yeah.
Saying that I love them, I don't really mean it.
Oh.
For my girls, we're in our winning season. I touched down in LA, hit the
Woo.
strip before the sun goes down. You
Uh-huh.
thought that you knew me. I'm a whole different person now.
That's right.
There's a lot of words I
I know you didn't.
Hey, wait a
don't
minute.
know.
That was awesome,
We're
man.
getting
You
our own
did
private concert
it.
here, man. Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
okay. Let's talk about the concept for that song.
That one, oh my gosh. I had started working with the producer who I'm working with now. And I was like, give me like a crazy beat, like a hard hitting beat. And I remember we were out shopping, me, my mom, and my dad, and he sent the beat.
Mm.
And I listened to it. I was like, oh, and I started writing, and I wrote all of that in 30 minutes. That whole song I wrote in 30 minutes.
Oh, that's God inspired.
I was
Yeah.
in the state, and I just was like, I turned down. I mean, I wrote the whole the lyrics, the melody, everything in like
Wow.
30 minutes.
That's
That was
awesome.
it.
That's amazing.
Thank you. It was just one of those things. I was picked up on it, and I was like, oh yeah, I can do something with this.
And if you hadn't written it, it would have stayed in your head and in your heart until you actually got it down anyway.
Mm.
You know?
Yeah, I had to get it out, and I was like, I got that. I told my mom, I was like, I think I wrote the song, and she was like, oh yeah, this is hard.
Well, if it's mom approved, you know it's good.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Oh,
see,
Yeah,
my
Lord.
goodness.
when you have talent like that, real
Yeah.
talent, it comes out of you. You can't hold it, man.
It just eats you up until you get it
until you
out.
get it out. And that's a wonderful, wonderful thing.
Wow.
So here's the last question. How do you relax?
Ooh, that's a good question because I love to relax and I will find time.
Yeah.
Like
That's
I'm
good.
a very with everything that's kind of happened in my life, I've become a very well-adjusted person. I feel like I could relax pretty much anywhere. Like it's just in my mind, I'll relax.
Mhm.
And I'll be like, okay, I know I need this. I need a little tea. Like I love tea with 4 Splenda and some ginger. I just get
Oh.
that. I could be on the plane. I could be on the wherever backstage, and if I just get that, and I'll relax. And wherever I am, it's just kind of a mental state I kind of go in, and I'm like, I'm chill. I just get my little music, and I'm just like, okay, whatever kind of happens next. But it's kind of just getting a good schedule and compartmentalizing every part of your life, and just getting into the mindset like this is my job. I have to do it. And I could be working at the bank or, doing something else,
Mhm.
but this is what I want to do.
There
I could
you
do
go.
things like
Yes.
producing or whatever. I could work at the store, but this is what I want to do. And I just have to make the time and make sure I'm taking care of myself because the busier I get, the better care of myself I have to take.
Yes, that's
Amen.
true. That's
I
true.
can't take worse care or else I won't be able to perform and
Amen.
show
Yeah.
up
It'll
Yeah.
for
catch
myself
up with you.
my people. So
Yeah.
Well, do you have social media info you would like to share with our viewers?
yes, my Instagram and my TikTok and my YouTube are all official Stia. And that's
Okay.
STIA and official spelled the regular way. So official Stia.
It has been such a pleasure. I mean, your personality, your singing,
Oh man.
your smile.
Oh,
I
man.
mean, just
She's a light.
I know.
It's like you're like the sun, in the morning when you wake up and it's like dark and all of a sudden the sun breaks through in the morning.
Yeah.
It's like,
Thank
wow.
you. Oh, and then also I have an album coming out.
Oh,
Yes,
there you
tell
go.
us.
My
There you go.
debut, really quick. Yeah, I've been working on it for the past year. So kind of when we stopped doing the game shows and everything like that, I kind of just went into full album mode and I've been working on it. And my first single comes out on June 30th. It's
Okay.
called
Oh,
Soho
nice.
House.
Well, say it again.
It's called Soho House.
Soho House.
Okay.
I love that.
Exclusive club, the Hollywood Club.
Oh,
I
okay.
love
Dig
that.
it.
About being in your feelings at the Soho House.
Okay.
Being your
I can
feelings.
feel that.
Okay. That's
With
cool.
me, it'll be at the senior residential care house.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Need some-
So res care.
So Res house. So Res care house.
Res House.
yeah. I need some assistance.
I
Thank you.
know.
Soho Res
Yeah.
House.
That's see, there's a song.
Yeah. They listen to music too.
Heck yeah, and they like it.
That's
I
right.
showed somebody who was 80 years old my song. She said, She said, I have no reason to lie to you. I am 85.
Okay.
Yeah.
Put it on.
I'm not gonna lie before I leave this earth.
Yeah.
She said, I'm 85. She said, this song is good. She said, I would tell you if this song was bad. I was like, dang.
Yeah, oh yeah. You get old, you tell people the truth. You like kids. It's like you
Oh,
turn
yeah.
into a
Yes,
kid
it's
again.
like you go back.
This has
Yeah.
been so much fun.
Yeah.
This has been awesome.
Yes.
And before we go into the Andres Grandma Acts Out,
Mhm.
this is Victoriously Crazy Podcast.
Yes.
Make sure you subscribe,
Hey,
like,
dig it.
comment.
Ooh.
And we're on Instagram,
Mhm.
TikTok,
Uh-huh.
YouTube,
YouTube.
and all that other stuff with letters and initials.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, whatever's out there, we own it, man.
Yeah, we're there.
We own it.
You can
Hmm.
find it.
That's right.
Yeah. So, it's time for the act out.
Okay.
So,
Mm.
as I was talking to you and from my research, I think a good act out would be for me to ask you about gardening. I understand you used to like gardening. Is that true?
Yes, I have a green
Oh.
thumb.
Oh,
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to ask you how to help me with gardening and some ideas I have for gardening. I'm going to bring my gardening tool,
Mhm.
which is a straw.
And we want you to respond to what she's doing. That'd be the funniest part.
You want to get my attention, feel free to sing. Sing a note. Just stop.
Calm her down.
I know, to bring me back to earth, you know.
No.
Roll. Grandma,
What?
I went and got your gardening tool. You want it?
My gardening tool. Thank you.
Yeah. Right.
I got Stia here. I got Stia here, and she gardens.
Yeah.
That's right, girl. Right?
The garden.
Why you so chirpy?
I'm sorry.
I want to know something. If I put a worm and a shirt in the dirt, will I get a silkworm?
Will you get the worm?
Will I get a silk shirt if I put a worm and a shirt in the dirt?
If it's a silkworm, duh. But not a regular earthworm.
I got an earthworm. You telling me my earthworm Charlie ain't good enough?
Of course, but not like that.
I want to use my straw. Okay. If I put a potato in the dirt, will I get a couch? Couch potato?
Couch potato? Maybe. In another dimension.
Not a...
Oh, she didn't like that. I'm sorry.
In another dimension.
That's not how it works.
I'm in the wrong dimension. Where do I have to go? One more question.
Yes.
If I put a fork in the dirt, will I get a ribeye steak? A big one.
Well, technically, no.
What am I going to do for dinner?
What'd you say?
What am I going to have for dinner?
You gotta go to the store for that.
I don't have no money. I got my gardening tool. I got an earthworm. I got a potato. And I got a fork.
But you know what you could do is get a seed and then put it in the straw and then go up to the dirt and it'll go in there. You got something. But it will take a while. Then you got to get some water and then put it in there.
I like that.
Sing.